I'm looking to. What's up, guys?
Hey, everyone.
Hola. On this episode, which is the final episode of season 1, don't worry, we'll be back. We are talking about the future of social media. I know. When it comes to this ever-changing, evolving world, it's a risky business to try to predict what's gonna happen next. But we are talking to the people who know this space the best to make bold predictions for the future. And maybe, just maybe, if you can get ahead of these trends, we will be profiling you next season.
I think it's an industry that started with really good intentions, but now is in a place that will probably fall out in the next 5 to 10 years, God willing.
I've tried not to make predictions since I've made my first ones and they turned out to be terribly wrong back in 2008 or something. I think that it's starting to feel like it's here to stay.
I'm not sure. I don't know what the future is. I don't think anyone really does. I don't think, traditional media and cable thought that they'd be going away as quickly as they are currently. We're just going to keep making videos until people stop watching them, really.
1 human year, 1 Earth year is like 5 YouTube years, because just so much happens so quickly. When I first started on YouTube, there was no partner program, and now all of these brands are getting on board, and influencers wasn't a word.
I did a live stream in 2007 for 6 months straight. The internet was just not good enough. So until broadband was able to really handle that and people were able to actually watch it and consume it, now's the time.
Live streaming right now is like the new thing. Everyone has it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. This app called Musical.ly has Lively.
Live broadcasting has been a huge thing recently. That was totally not even a thing before I started. Instagram, for example, didn't just sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna ignore this and stick with pictures because people should be passionate about pictures. No, they added live broadcasting into their platform. Maybe there's not gonna be a new platform that rises up, but there's always gonna be a new thing, and each platform is evolving based on that new thing.
People will continue to create and tell stories regardless of the platform, I think. I do hope at some point, though, in the near future, I can just plug something into my head and record my dreams in movie form at night. I would be such a better filmmaker because I'd just be like, hey, look what I filmed last night while I was sleeping.
There will always be Beyonce, and there will always be the band that you like that nobody's heard of. Or for a long time, that's what music has been like, but that's gonna be what video's like.
So why don't you make some bold predictions of your own? Leave them in the comments below.
I've never been harassed or stalked, but I do know that it exists on both sides. I've seen it firsthand. I've had female friends of mine being harassed and stalked, and I've had male friends of mine harassed and stalked. And usually they're for the same reasons. It's usually just a big hyper fan that just really wants to be friends with you. And so they want to find where you live, and they just show up and hey, I'm at your doorstep, so we're friends now. And you're like, that's not how friendship works. I'm calling the police.